Oh, geez. That theme ran out quick. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. What's up, Thomas? Thanks for dropping by, at least saying hi. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody saying hi in the chat already. Krolick, Duck Lion, Ash, David, Jory, Austin, all you peeps. Thanks for spending your Saturday morning. Meow. Terminator Jesus is over on the West Coast, so real early. 7 a.m. Hanging out on Twitch or YouTube, in your case, Twitch. Appreciate it. My cup is surprisingly less translucent today. Oh, geez, I still have the sound on. I can hear it on my laptop. There we go. Why, Cattle? You should be upset at yourself. Like, I'm not trying to shame anybody this morning. But who? I mean, I think we all saw that the Paul Tyson fight was going to be terrible. I think if you looked deep down, you knew it to be true, that it was going to be a bad fight. It was either going to be rigged, it was going to be embarrassing, or something was going to be bad. And turns out it was. I mean, it just, like, from the get-go, it looked like it was a cash grab, right? So I'm not really a boxing fan to begin with, but, like, you could see that one coming. Cash grab. Either way, listen. Again, I'm not trying to judge anybody. Oops, let's get these stuff on the screen and the alert box. Hey! Hey, the alerts are working! Ash, thank you for donating $10 to the Rogal Cancer Center. Says keep up the good work supporting from across the pond. Appreciate you, Ash. Hey! That was well timed that I literally just put that up on the screen and it came up. Great. I love that. In addition to that, two alerts that didn't show up because I didn't have the alert box up. The Zo5, 17 months subscribed to us on Twitch, says Super Bowl champion year, LFG. Certainly trending that way. V Rockus, 5 months subscribed to the channel, and Ro Rogelio, 13 months subscribed to us on Twitch. As Jill is wont to do, pointing out in the Twitch chat, we are $839.56 away from reaching our next spin on the Wheel of Pain. If we get almost $4,000 more, then I'll do the Sprite challenge. I don't have a Sprite with me now, but I'm definitely going to get one soon. So that if you don't know what the Sprite challenge is, basically drink an entire bottle of Sprite without burping, attempting to not burp. And I've seen like the demonic burps that happen for people who try this on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. So that should be fun. So how bad will the NFL on Netflix? Oh boy, I don't even want to think about that. I'm certainly glad that the Lions aren't playing on Netflix this year. Guys named, thank you for the 10-month subscribe channel. Says the only boxing match I want to see is Eric and Mike Silver. That would be a good one, no doubt about it. I wish I wish we could set that up for charity. All the donations, all the seats go to charity. That'd be amazing. Brad New York, 23 months subscribed to the channel, says good Saturday morning, folks. I should also say that we got a $100 donation in off stream from someone named James. The message was private, so I won't share it, but thank you, James, and I appreciate the message you sent that came along with it as well. The rumor has it you have to keep chugging Sprite until you do it without burping. That seems... No. I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. I'll get diabetes if I have to do it until I don't burp. Jill, I didn't know that about you. You're all about that mathematical lifestyle. Ruby! She's watching on mute, so all I have to do is... She gets it. You're traveling. Again, I'm talking to you. You have me on mute. So, but like, I think you're off doing I want to say missionary work. I don't know. Whatever you're doing, good job. 46 months says watching you on mute. Great stash. Appreciate you. 5 bits from RGA. Thank you so much. Says happy Catter Day. I did see the okay, Ruby. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, Catter Day. The Lions tweeted a very cute picture of Catter Day. You know what? Since this is a visual medium and maybe there are some people watching us on mute, let's just bring it up. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Desktop. Look how cute that is. Look at that. That's pretty cute. Oh, I got to bring my face up on this. Boop. It's the cutest thing ever. It's the cutest thing ever. All right. A couple more alerts, and then we'll start getting into this. We don't need to dilly-dally too much unless you guys want to donate a bunch of money, and we could spin the wheel before we even get started. Caleb Whitwer, thank you for the 25 months. Let's go Loins or something. Go Loins or something. No, Ryan's not faking an illness. He told me about it earlier in the week. I was hoping he'd feel better enough to do the Hot Ones stream we're going to do tonight around 7:30 p.m. Eastern. But sounds like he's doing the responsible thing and taking care of his own health and making sure that we're healthy. The Pintar, thank you for the 17-month subscribe. Appreciate y'all. All right. Let's close out some tabs here so that my computer doesn't die. Actually, I don't need any of these tabs. Let me retweet that we're live from my account real quick. Boop. All right. Let's look at some man scores. Desktop. Boop. All right. I'm curious what happened this week because it was obviously a strange game. Brian Branch is almost up to a 90 already. Where did he start out as? I bet it's way lower. Oh, 85. So 4-point jump. That's not as big as I was expecting. Do you know just how bad Campbell's shoulder is? So Dan Campbell called it an AC joint sprain and seemed to downplay it pretty much all week. I can't remember the last time he got asked about it, maybe Wednesday, and he still called him questionable in day-to-day this week. So I would suspect that he's going to play this week. Oh my gosh, the stuff isn't up. Did that one go? We don't need the spin wheel up. Dang it. Oh, there it is. Yes, it's working. Duck Lion, $50 donation, says, fuck cancer. Donating on behalf of my brother-in-law since he's 5 years cancer-free. Jeremy should write, Ducks make the Big Ten better on his face. All right. $50 donations. I don't have a choice. This is the power of your donations, people. A $50 donation and I'll write something on my face. Is that right? I think that's right. 25 means you can make me mute. I really, you'd think at this point we're 2+ weeks into Movember and I still don't have our own rewards. So 25 is all it takes to write something on my face. $50 donation like the one that Duck Lion just donated can get me to either mute myself or talk in ASMR. $100, I'll change my screen background during the POD cast. $250, Ryan will write a phrase out repeatedly on his whiteboard when he's here. And then a $300 donation, which is the most popular one because a $300 donation means we will crack an egg on our head. I'll be sure to bring some eggs tonight to the Hot One stream. But yeah, let me go full cam real quick. Okay, so I can write backwards. What is it? Ducks make the Big Ten better? Made. Hold on, I got to bring this forward so I'm not looking. Who are they got today? Oregon. This is so long. I'm just going to do the... That looks like B16. Running out of room here. Look at all those gray hairs. There we go. Ducks made the Big Ten better. There you go. Donated extra for the extra words. There you go. Go Irish. Oh, you're killing me, Katie. I'm assuming that I'm operating on the honor system, Katie, that this is from a previous donation that still hasn't been cashed. There you go. Go Irish. That's true. B16 is not a proper bingo number. It's not that bad, honestly, rubbing it off. I think the oils in your head make it come off relatively easy. I don't even think I can draw a shamrock, so we're going to go with that. All right. In addition to Brian Branch, Zeitler, I feel like, has been going up a little by little each week. Jared Goff drops a spot, all out. Carlton Davis up 2 spots. Stephen Montgomery down a spot. Kirby up a spot. Aleem up a spot. A lot of movement this week. Jake Bates up 3 spots. I'm curious as to how much he's moved up and down. Allen Robinson down a spot, which is weird. So the Laporta jersey auction is closed. It was my fault. There was a lack of communication. I didn't really want a buy it now price for some of these things, but there are buy it now prices for everything, and someone did the buy it now for the Laporta jersey, unfortunately. So we might be adding things to the auction, and I'm going to try to ensure that those things don't have a buy it now price, so that people want to pay way over what we thought we could get. That's awesome. That just means more for charity. So, but that was ultimately my fault. So, if you were willing to pay more than whatever, $500 or $600 or whatever it was that it went for, then I apologize. That's my fault. Appreciate that, Brad. BHB. Can I call you BHB? I feel most comfortable calling you BHB. Yeah. And if any of you, feel want to add something to the auction, if you have something that you don't want that you think other people might want, you're more than welcome to send it to our P.O. box. I just ask that, one, you tell me who you are so that we can say who donated it. And I don't know, tell me a little bit something about it, I guess. Joshua Mercer, $189.56 donated to the Rogel Cancer Center. Says, hope we meet all the goals this year, and I love the cause you guys chose every single year. Let's go Loins, 8-1, baby. Hopefully 9-1 incoming. Appreciate you, Joshua. That gets us up to 11,400 even. I don't know what I think about you evening everything out like that. I kind of don't like it. I kind of want someone else to disrupt the numbers a little bit. But I do appreciate the $200-ish donation, and I know you have a lot of donations in the bag already today, so I very, very much do appreciate that. I was going to say Allen Robinson. I don't know if you guys have watched the press conferences. I don't know if you guys have watched the press conferences this week, but one of the beat writers is clearly doing a story on Allen Robinson and asked a few coaches about Allen Robinson, and the answer about him was really interesting and fun. I'll get to that in a second. But was it Dan? I think it was Dan who's just like, that dude works his butt off. Like, he's out there like he's a rookie. He wants it. He's very excited. He puts in a ton of work with the scout team, which I thought was just really neat to hear. And it kind of, obviously you have to go out there and you have to play and you have to produce. Allen Robinson has done that in the past. But it certainly gave me a little bit more confidence that if the Lions, if the injury bug hits the Lions wide receiver room, he's a guy who can slide in. And even said like he can fill any of those spots. He can play the X, he can play the Y, he can play the Z. And so the Lions might have a little more depth at the wide receiver position than it made out to be. Of course, they didn't have Allen Robinson. They didn't have a couple of the guys in that room that they did at the beginning of the year. So I don't know. It's pretty cool. I just like hearing that stuff about current players. Lost Oceans, a $25 donation, wants me to write "sit here" on my face. I'm debating about this one. I'll do it. But this is about the level of like appropriateness that I'll go to. This is we can't get any more explicit than this. This is tough because now I have to turn away from the camera a little bit. No, I can do this. Sorry, not my best work, but there you go. Get your screenshots in, folks. Ryan did not get the hot sauces, unfortunately, and he's sick anyway, so he wouldn't be able to do it. So, no, there won't be Ryan tonight, but we have at least 5 or 6 guys there, so it's going to be good. And then Chris will be he'll actually be running the stream because I'll have my laptop. So Chris will be running the stream. He'll be in on the Zoom call as well. Maybe we can convince Ryan to at least just be there and watch. It should have been on the chin, maybe. All right. Are we done looking at this stuff? Is there anything else? Oh, I wanted to see how far some of these go. So Zeitler started at an 86, is up to an 88. Jahmyr Gibbs up to an 87 from an 84. And Jake Bates now a 77 from a 72. And I have to imagine, yeah, that kick power is a 98, which seems accurate. They dropped Goff 1 point. All right. Let's get out of everything here. Let's go back to full cam for a second while I load up the game. No, Master Bates is one step too far on the writing on my face. $575 away from a spin on the Wheel of Pain. Oh, it's doing the thing again. Can we start Gibbs? Sure. I'm down with that. The Madden Sims are not particularly good at sharing the workload in the backfield. They tend to just lean on one guy. So since it's been Montgomery pretty much every week, we can switch it up a little bit. We'll check if JMO is in. I'm not sure why he wasn't last week. We'll make sure to double check that. Also add James Mitchell to the roster because I think it's a pretty safe bet that the Lions are going to elevate him from the practice squad today. I don't imagine they'll sign him to the 53 because they probably expect to get Sam Laporta back, if not next week, the week after that. So no need to sign one to the 53. They do have an open spot on the 53, but the way Dan was talking seems like maybe they're not going to use that spot on the 53, which makes cutting some of the players that they did a little bit odd, but they're going to need that spot anyways next week when I imagine they're probably going to activate Broderick Martin. If not, they're going to activate, Iffy maybe, although Iffy now has a finger injury. But Emmanuel Mosley certainly seems like a guy that's going to make it onto the 53. So have you tried auto subs? You can change what fatigue the AI takes the backs out. Oh, no, I haven't. I don't even know what that is, to be quite honest. All right. Are we clinched by Thanksgiving? Playoff spot, probably. I don't think they'll clinch the division by then. I don't think they'll clinch the 1 seed by then. I mean, obviously, they got the Eagles right on their heels, and really so are the Vikings. Why are we talking about narcissism? I don't know if I'd expect Mosley to jump right in and take a starting job. It's going to be tough. I mean, I know he's been practicing for almost 2 weeks now, but it's, Amik's been playing pretty well. I know they also probably want to get Rakestraw out there eventually. All right, let's get James Mitchell on the team. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's adjust some stuff. Goff, good to go. By request, we'll make Jahmyr Gibbs the lead back today. So factor that into your Madden bets. Gibbs, and listen, he's the better back, 87 to an 84. So that should be fun to see what happens there. You guys see it. Jameson Williams. Tim Patrick. Khalif, that all looks fine. No Sam Laporta this week, so Brock Wright becomes your TE1. Zylstra TE2 and James Mitchell TE3, presumably. Taylor Decker, good to go. Was not given an injury designation, was a full practice, I believe, on Thursday and Friday, so he's good to go, which is good news. Nothing else doing on the offensive line, so we're good there. Zadarius Smith, baby, he's back. And by back, I mean scheduled to play for the first time. Pascal on the other side, that looks good. McNeil. So Malcolm is also back this week. That's good news. He was not given an injury designation either. That said, Ben Neiman, questionable with, an ankle injury, I think. Is that right? I literally have the injury report up somewhere. And ankle. We know Ben Neiman likes to sneak into the lineup, so I think I want to just take him out. Take him out. No Ben Neiman. Ben Neiman will play. He'll play in the Madden sim because we can't get him out. Carlton Davis apparently broke his finger? Broke his thumb? Is that what? I think that's what he told Dave Burkett. But he was also not given an injury designation, so he's going to play with it. It might make him, intercepting the ball a little bit tougher. Might make tackling a little bit tougher, but they didn't even list him with an injury designation, so he's obviously going to play. They're not that concerned about it. So that's the good news. Kirby's good. Branch is good. All right, let's just look at some sub-package stuff, make sure we're good there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, we're good to go. Now, the Jaguars have some issues of their own. Most importantly, Trevor Lawrence is out. Cam Little, you're the emergency quarterback this week. So, Mac Jones, 68 overall. He can run it a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if you see him kind of scramble a little bit on Sunday. Bigsby is also out. Technically, they have Etienne as their one. Bigsby's been getting a lot of run, though. He's a much more physical back. You can see 6'0", 213 compared to Etienne, who's 5'10", 215. Etienne's a little... He's the lightning to Bigsby's thunder. They don't really... I mean, you can see here 5'10", 5'9". They don't really have... Dearness Johnson is 210, so he's a little bit more of a physical back, but they're going to be missing a physical aspect of their game without it. So notable. What else I exited out of the injury report. Let me pull it up on my laptop real quick. It's pretty much the only notable things. I think they might have a couple questionable players that I don't think we should really touch. In fact, actually, Keelan Robinson, this guy, is also questionable with a toe injury. Is Ezra Cleveland a starter? He is. So he's technically questionable as well with an ankle injury. Would be another loss to a not great offensive line. And then Mason Smith, where are you? Where are you listed it as? Oh, there he is. He's also questionable with an ankle injury. Not a big deal. What's written on my face? Let me show you. The Ducks made the Big Ten better. Go Irish. And I don't know what this one says. You can figure that one out on your own. What's the record for these games? Is it close to the real thing or not? They have gotten four? No, I think they've only gotten 3 out of 9 games correct. If you want me to write something else on my face, all it takes is a $25 donation to the Rogel Cancer Center, which you can do by typing in !donate. Goes to a good cause, and then in your donation message, just tell me what you want me to write on my face. There's still some real estate, you know. Got the chin, you know, like maybe across the bridge of the nose. If you are wondering what the scores of each game are, you can just go to pridedetroit.com. I list the weekly results compared to what actually happened each time. But I think we're good to go here. We're good to get this thing started. Week 11. Sure. You want to write on the neck? That's fine too. All right, let's do some quick play. Set things up. We got the Lions. We got Jaguars. All right, let's look at what the Jaguars have to offer in terms of uniforms here. They're away, pretty boring. They're home, okay. Custom away. Doesn't look much different. I don't know, the black and white look just doesn't do it to me. When you have such a strong color like turquoise, you got to sport it. Like, okay, I'm feeling that one a little bit. No regrets. Oh, see, like this is terrible. I hate this. The helmet is terrible. This is a little bit better. All white? Do we want to go all white versus all blue? Whites versus blueberries? Oh, God. Like, no. No. I don't know, guys. The gradient helmet? For some reason, I think the gradient helmet is actually an okay look. This is a home. Do they have an away gradient helmet? Is that better? I don't know. Something about these all just feel... They lack cohesion. Can we turn on blood spatter? Excuse me? Are you okay? Oh my God, what? Have they ever worn these? I've never seen them wear these. Oh boy. Do we want to go gold? Gold color rush? I kind of think the gold color rush might be the play here. Yeah, okay. Seems like Twitch is in. I know, YouTube, you're on delay, so I can wait for you. It's all right. We're going to do the gold color rush. What are we thinking for the Lions? I don't think the Lions have announced. I would say chances are good it's blueberries because they love the blueberries. We could go black color rush. Bloobs. You want the bloobs? Traditionally, when we've gone blues, we go blues with the bloob helmet. Oops. What do we think? Standard home because we haven't seen it in forever? You know what? There's a lot of brown pants for... Leave James Houston alone. He sat on some Gatorade. I'm going to give you guys 3 options. And sorry, this is going to be just a Twitch thing. My apologies. Lions uniform. We can go bloobs. We can do traditional home, which is blue and gray pants. Or black unis. You guys are only going to get 1 minute to vote. Starting now. Starting now. When the last time they didn't go alternate bloobs or marshmallows? I don't know. It's a really good question. Jason Kelsey talked about it on his podcast. Bloobs are winning, although black uniforms are pretty close. 51% bloobs, 34% black unis. Only 18% want the traditionals. Week 2? Oh, so nobody wants to go back to the Bucks game. Understandable. 45% bloobs, 35% black uniforms. Got about 10 seconds left here. Oh, yeah, we're on Twitch and YouTube. Twitch.tv/Pride of Detroit or YouTube.com/@Pride of Detroit. We're on both. We've been on Twitch longer, but ever since Twitch opened up multi-streaming, we've been doing both. All right, Bloobs wins. Bloobs wins. So we got Bloobs versus Gold. Goldilocks. All right. 8-minute quarters. It's a 1 o'clock game in Detroit. Time to do some predictions over here on Twitch. Again, sorry that you're left out YouTube, but take it up with YouTube. They don't have channel points. I think we got to do line 7.5. That's what I'm going to make the line here. So you can gamble any and all of your channel points. Who wins the Madden Sim? So you can either pick Lions minus 7.5, which means you think the Lions are going to win this Madden Sim by 8 points or more. Any other outcome, you want to pick Jaguars plus 7.5. So if the Lions win by 7 points or less, if it's a tie or the Jaguars win, Jaguars plus 7.5 will win. If you guys want to know the overall team ratings for each team, the Lions are now a 91 overall. The Jaguars are a 78. 91 overall versus 78. And the actual spread on the game is 13.5 for those that are wondering. You guys will have 2 minutes to gamble as many channel points as you want over on Twitch. Again, it's a 7.5 point line for the Madden Sim, a 91 versus a 78. All right. Channel points can now be gambled starting right now. You can gamble by clicking the top of the chat, and then it'll prompt you to pick a side. This is a good line. Thank you. 94% of the early points on the Lions. We got 25,000 from VR Master. Now, Celestial Soldier, 50,000 on the Lions minus 7.5. We got MJ Kimball with 87,000 on the Jaguars plus 7.5. Mac Jones rating, did anyone see it? I don't remember. We looked at it, but I don't remember what it was. Currently, 2/3 of the channel points are on the Lions, 67%, which makes 33% for the Jaguars. Good math. The math is mathing. 60s, low 70s. I think you're right. You don't need to apologize. If you want to be over here, you can. If you want to be over on YouTube, that's fine too. I see all the chats. All I know is that for whatever reason, YouTube is just like 3 or 4 seconds behind Twitch. 68 for Jones. That sounds about right. Got about 45 seconds left to get your channel points in. Still sticking around 2/3 on the Lions, 1/3 on the Jags. Cattle Snacks up to 94,000 on the Lions. Yeah, I can see that. To me, the user experience in terms of the interactivity is better on Twitch. The actual robustness of the stream is probably better on YouTube. But we love both of ours. And yeah, both are better than Netflix apparently in terms of live streaming. All right. Channel points are in. 63% on the Lions, 37% on the Jaguars. Let's get this thing rolling. Thank you, Jay-Z. Appreciate you're always shouting us out on the YouTube comment section, trying to get more interaction, which I love to see. And as a reminder, still raising money. $575 away from a spin on the Wheel of Pain. What's the Wheel of Pain, you may ask? Well, let me show you. This is the Wheel of Pain right here. Boop. I will take a spin on this and do whatever it tells me to do. Spoonful of Vegemite, drink a whole dang thing of pickle juice, Bean Boozled, which is gross jelly beans, 10 up-downs, or eat a bug. Or, did I say spoonful of Vegemite? I think I did. But we need to raise $575 more before we spin that thing. Exclamation point, donate to the Rogel Cancer Center at University of Michigan if you want to get involved. You could also, I should say, too, our auction is now live. Oh, my God, these are horrible. Exclamation point auction in either chat. We've got a signed Amon-Ra St. Brown football up for grabs. We've got a signed Jim Harbaugh football up for grabs. And then we have Pride of Detroit trading cards that will also be signed by the Pride of Detroit staff, all up for grabs, and maybe more to come as well. So exclamation point auction will get you a link straight to those auction items where you can place bids right now. All proceeds of which will also go to the Rogel Cancer Center at the University of Michigan. Oh, Lions victory. All right, I realize I'm kind of in the way of the score again. Should I move myself? Like, is there a better place for me to be? All right, Lions are going to start with football. Return here looks like from Khalil Dorsey. Takes it up to about the 26-yard line. And that's where Jared Goff will take over. Looking to bounce back from a 5-interception performance, going up against one of the worst pass defenses in the league. But that pass defense did get 3 interceptions last week and held the Minnesota Vikings out of the end zone the entire football game. Should I switch with the Rogel logo? I could do that. Pew. Whoop. And then boop. All right, Gibbs is now the starting running back, and he's going to pick up about 4 on first down, going to the outside. I'm going to slide myself a little bit more. You guys don't need to see the play clock, right? Yeah, that's fine. You get a little bit of the play clock. And the down is the should wrap my mic standing green. I formation here. Sam Laporta, what are you doing in the game? Dang it, Sam Laporta. Oh, you got to get that first down. How did Sam Laporta get in the game at fullback? Stupid Madden. All right, 3rd and 1. Big play early in this game. No fullback, so hopefully Sam Laporta not in the game. 2 tight ends to the left. They're going to send Amon-Ra in motion, and they're going to fake it to Gibbs. Throw it to Amon-Ra. Can he get upfield? No, he cannot. He steps out of bounds after losing a half yard, and the Lions are going to go 3 and out. Who's slacking me on staff? Pretty good punt there from Jack Fox. He's going to have a little bit of room to return, but not much. And that's Khalil Dorsey, special team superstar, making the tackle after just a couple yard gain. And that's where Mac Jones, who will take over for the Jaguars offense for their first offensive drive of the game. Mac Jones. Yo, why are you throwing... What? What's that phone number? Don't throw a phone number into the chat. Shredder's Rage, thank you for the 17-month subscribe. Who was playing fullback last week, this week, now that Hesse is cut? I think it's mostly been Shane Zylstra. Oh, look at ETN get the edge there. All the way down to the 47-yard line. A 21-yard pickup. Dude is fast. Oh, it's Mike Jones, isn't it? Okay. I'm not hip with it. Caleb Whitwer. Put money on the Jags. And by money, I mean channel points. Who? Oh, there goes Mac Jones. I said he could run a little bit. Oh, he fumbles the ball. Who's got it? Oh, I think the Jaguars recovered. I think it was Mac Jones who recovered. Only a 2-yard gain there for Mac Jones. Not sure if he's going to tuck it and run again after that scare. Mac under center. Going to fake TTN. Dropping back to pass. Plenty of time here. He's going to go deep. He's got a receiver open, but it's batted away at the last second by Carlton Davis. Got that broken hand in the way at the last second and prevented a touchdown there. And now it's 3rd and 8. Lions defense can maybe pin their ears back a little bit. There you see a geriatric-looking Doug Peterson. Zadarius Smith is in the game. He's number 99, so you should see him at the top of the screen right there. Putting a little pressure. Max sliding to his left. Backing up. Going to throw this one to the sidelines. Incomplete. Overthrew his receiver there. And the Jaguars got one good run, and that was it. The Lions shut the door there right at midfield, and the Jaguars are going to be forced to punt. That kind of was like his pick last week, where it looked like he had a wide open receiver, and he came in and closed the distance and got a hand on it. Not a great punt there. Goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line. That's about a 30-yard punt. And just like that, Lions got the ball back. That's exactly how it works, JP. Reminder, $575 away from a spin on the Madden the Wheel of Pain, which we could do at halftime if we get there. $300 donation, and I'll crack an egg on my head during the stream as well. Ooh, a little bit of a dangerous pass there to Tim Patrick. Picks up 5 yards there. Tim Patrick didn't even get a target last week against the Texans, but getting him involved early this week. $50 for ASMR. Austin. Little fake to Gibbs. Throws a play action and way overshoots his target there. He's looking for Brock right there. Swing and a miss there for Jared Goff. There is a stream later tonight, yes. We are going to be doing a Hot Ones stream where we have procured a bunch of hot sauces that they actually used in Hot Ones. And we're going to eat some chicken wings with them and see how far we can go. Is that a first down? No, they're going to mark him short. 4th and inches as he targets Brock right there for about 5. Let's see what the Lions do here from their own 31. So that stream should be around 7:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. You're gonna ice. You gotta be there. They're gonna punt. So they punt on 4th and 1. They punt on 4th and inches. And again, Khalil Dorsey is there to make sure there's not much of a return. I believe that's Derek Barnes who cleaned it up, who was back at the facility this week, which was good to see because Derek Barnes is just an all-around really, really good guy. But yeah, it should be fun. I think... Okay, but all you have to do is, like, flip open your phone for a second. Just be like... Whoop. Go to, like, wherever you are, go to the bathroom, flip it open, get your stream streak going. Another deep shot, and it's batted again away from Carlton Davis. Look at Davis making plays. Goes Vegemite, cool your mouth after eating a hot wing? It's a good question. It's very salty. But anyways, yeah, I think there are varying degrees of tolerance of heat. I would say I'm probably right in the middle of the pack. I think Alex might have a pretty good tolerance, so he should be good. He might be bringing like the worst one. I couldn't tell. Like the bomb, I think is the one that's like that kills everybody in that show. I don't know if we're gonna have that one tonight or not. Ooh, tennis tournaments. All right, another big 3rd and 8 here. Lions could get a stop here and get some good field position. Here comes Zadarius Smith, forcing Mac Jones further back. He's going to chase him, hit him, and Mac Jones is just going to have to throw that one to the sidelines. Lions defense looking just as stingy as it's been all year. DeBama's the worst one because it has no flavor. Oh, last dab. Well, I will bring all of the crazy Movember stuff in case we reach a certain amount. If we get a wheel of pain spin in, I'll try to do it. We'll see how. The problem is I don't know how much it could work since I'm not hosting the stream, but I think we could make it work. Of course, I react to peasant YouTubers, Rogue Blue. We are all peasants in this society. Oh, hey, thank you for the 4 months. Subscribe to the channel on Twitch. All right. Lions, 3rd possession of the game, have not gotten a first down yet, but nope, they didn't quite get it there yet either, but that's Jameson Williams back after, for whatever reason in last week's Madden Sim was not on the field, but he picks up 9.5 there. Wheel of Spain? What is a Wheel of Spain like? Do I just have to talk? Do I have to speak Spanish? Okay, there's Shane Zylstra picking up the first down of the game. Yo hablo español un poquito. Muy un poquito, though. Like, I haven't used it since college, when I had one Spanish class and I tested out of the rest. There's Gibbs with a little bit of a hole. Can't make the second level guy miss, but picks up 7. The pain in Spain stays mainly on the plane. I'm cultured. I know My Fair Lady. It's hard to take Billboard Jeremy seriously. Billboard Jeremy. Because of this? Bomb hits you twice. The mouth and later in the stomach. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm a little bit worried about. Is like, I got to go cover a football game tomorrow. Did he get both feet down? No, he did not. I have to go to the game tomorrow. I don't want to be up all night with stomach pain, but I can show you the sauces that we got. Like, I was looking at the rating of them, and we got everywhere from like a 3 to an 8, or maybe even a 9. I'll pull them out at halftime, because I literally have them in the other room. We were looking for things that were cost efficient, yet still, wants to hit us hard. Like, originally we weren't planning on all coming together, so I didn't want to pay for an entire season's worth, which is like $120. I didn't want everyone to have to pay $120. In retrospect, now knowing that 5 of us are all going to be in the same spot and could probably just share one set, probably would have done that, but you live and you learn. All right, Lions offense finally getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. Goff, little fling of the wrist, finds an open receiver. That's Jameson Williams, who breaks a tackle, gets down inside the 25-yard line. The Lions knocking on the red zone here. You have a feeling the hot wings thing is going to be a bad idea? Maybe. But if it goes badly, doesn't that make it a good idea? Like, isn't that kind of the point? There are plenty of bathrooms in the in the press box. Back to Jameson Williams. He'll pick up 6 before he gets hammered again. It's a little slow to get up, and kind of looked like his eyes rolled to the back of his head a little bit there. Hopefully he's okay. All right. Poor James Houston. He finally has a good game, and the only thing people are talking about is looking like he crapped his pants. Oh. Nice job holding on to the ball there from Brock Wright as Lions continue to pepper the middle of that field there and pick up a first down there. Jack. Would I poop myself in the press box for a guaranteed Super Bowl win? No. No. Because they're going to win anyways. Second and 10 here for the Lions. Goes to Tim Patrick. A lot of quick passes here. Picks up 7 yards. Well, okay, is there an inherent agreement of like everyone's like looking at me and be like, all right, if you poop your pants right now, I can guarantee you through my own mystic powers that the Lions win a Super Bowl. And if I go in with that inherent agreement and then it happens, like, okay, maybe. Sure. J-Mo! Tutty! Too easy. That was like J-Mo's 3rd or 4th catch of the drive. Guaranteed ruins it, though. It won't feel right until it's earned. I mean, maybe. Will they redo the Ford Field press box bathroom, the Jeremy Reisman Memorial Toilet? Maybe. The Reisman... I can't think of... I was trying to go alliteration with some sort of poop word, but I don't know a poop word that starts with R. How about if the Lions win the Super Bowl, you will poop your pants? That's not... No. No. $100 right now if you poop your pants. No. The Reisman Relief restroom. It's not bad. That's not bad. This is why we have Twitch and YouTube. We can the Reisman Rectal Repository. No. No amount of donation is going to make me poop my pants, all right? We've got other things that you guys can earn there for a reason. And second of all, how is that going to be pleasant to you guys at all? You can't see it happen. You can't see it. You can't smell it. You can't hear it. I could just lie to you. I wouldn't, of course, but I could. And you get nothing out of that. Would I shit myself for $100,000? If I could do it in my own home, yes. And no one sees it, absolutely. What's up, Skip? I'm sorry you came in at the worst possible time, Skip. I don't know how we got into this conversation. Oh, there's a nice turkey hole shot. Oh, God! $25 donation from Forrest. It says, write Roxy on your face. My daughter will love it. Absolutely. All right. Let me go full cam here for a second. I believe this will hit. Hold on. They might run a play here real quick. Nope. All right. Where? Chin, I guess. Here, hold on. Let me... There you go. Roxy. Thanks for the $25 donation. Hi, Roxy. Oh, you're missing a play. Oh, ETN found the outside again. Out, down, inside the 35-yard line. ETN having himself a game so far. You guys are ridiculous. For next year's Wheel of Extreme Playing, Jeremy wears white pants and sits in Gatorade. No one wants to see that. Get there, Pascal. I have to throw that one. Oh, is there a late hit there? A roughing the quarterback, perhaps? Oh, there is. Boo. Aleem. We are a little too close, if you ask me, JP. Skip. I don't know if that's true, Skip. Would Ruby talk about... I realize you said I'm new here, and I totally bought it, by the way, Skip, and now I'm realizing who you actually are, Skip. Thanks for stopping by. I miss Ruby. I miss Ruby streams. We got a little taste of it in October with her exercise streams. Okay. Didn't get to the outside there. Kirby Joseph all over it for a several-yard loss, setting up a 3rd and 7. Do you want to appreciate the mustache? It's pretty good right now. I'm gonna say I have to say, like, it's in a good spot right now. The issue is that it takes 3 weeks to get there. Like, I cheated and I started like 5 days before November started. Oh, here comes a blitz. Forces a quick pass, and no way he got both feet in. You're going to call him inbounds? Is that Calvin Ridley? Who's 0? Look at, he's throwing that flat-footed. Does he really get 2 feet down? No way. Challenge that. How are we not challenging that? Dan, challenge it. Oh, my God. Boo. Well, 1st and goal here for the Jaguars. They're going empty backfield. Mac Jones going to run it, and he's going to run right into Brian Branch, who absolutely destroys him. Pascal in on there, too. They're going to give this one to Etienne, who makes a cut and is in for the touchdown. Lions fans not happy about that, but that was a pretty well-sustained drive, even though got a little luck there with a bad call on a reception. Just got here. Is Jeremy punishing himself for watching the fight last night? Dan, the Lions fan, there was no shot in hell you could find me watching that fight last night. I was in bed well before it happened. I did wait. I'm curious to what my Fitbit says in terms of my sleep pattern last night, because I feel like I went to bed at 7:30, then woke up at 10, was up for a couple hours, and then slept again. It doesn't have any data. Oh, I think my Fitbit was running out of battery. I should plug that in. I was just done last night. I'm like, you know what? I got nothing to do tonight. I'm still pretty tired from this week. I'm just going to go to bed. You ever have that kind of night where you're just like, I think I'm done with the day. I think I'm just done. I'm ready to pack it in at 7 o'clock. Who cares? Can't tell if this is charging or not. There we go. Oh, I've been an old soul for a long time now. I was done with, like, you know, when you're at like a get together with your family and you have to sit at the kids' table. I was done with that at 13. I'm like, I don't want to hang out with these people. I want to talk about what the parents are talking about. And don't confuse that with me saying I'm mature, because there is a difference. I would not call myself mature. I just like old people stuff. 38. Yeah, I haven't been watching the Pistons or the Red Wings. I don't have whatever they're calling it now, FanDuel Sports. If it was on YouTube TV, I might be able to watch. I would be able to watch, but I would be more inclined to watch. My roommate's a big Pistons fan, so I'm kind of enjoying the season vicariously through him because he's pretty pumped about where they're at. I know they still have a losing record, but it seems like they're trending in the right direction. How many years have I been 38? 0.5-ish. Oh my gosh! Look at Tim Patrick! My goodness, breaking tackles. Almost took it to the house. Typical work week during the season. So Monday, there's a press conference, usually just one, Dan Campbell in the late afternoon. Most of Monday is spent recapping the day, recapping the game. So I try to get as much done on Sunday as possible, but there are a lot that I do Monday morning from home. If I get a chance, I'll probably rewatch the game at least once on Monday as well. Tuesday is a player day off, so we don't go into the facility. It's usually a catch-up day. It's a film day for a lot of people. Oh, no! J-Mo's hurt! No! What did you do to J-Mo's ribs? So Tuesday is film day. We do our midweek mailbag as well. So it's kind of like a catch-up day for me. Wednesday, we're back in the facility, usually from like 11 to 4 or 5. You got a Dan Campbell press conference. You got locker room. You got practice. You got a Scotty Montgomery. So I'm spending most of my day there. Thursday is first bite day. I also have to prepare the newsletter. Another day in the facility. It's pretty much the longest day in the facility. Look at Jahmyr Gibbs with a big hole up the middle. Thursday is coordinator day too, so we get all 3 coordinators. So do that, record first bite, and then Thursday night, if I'm good enough, if I'm ahead enough, I should say, write on paper. I do write a lot of on paper Friday morning, though, before it goes up at 9. Go back to the facility. Then Saturdays are like my true day off, I say, as I'm streaming right now on a Saturday. This is pretty much the only thing I do on Saturdays, aside from the roster moves that happen around 4 p.m. Then Sunday's game day. So Tuesday and Saturdays are my latest days, but I would say I do some sort of work every single day of the week. All right, Amon-Ra in motion into the backfield to send him back the other way. Goff throwing it right up the middle to nobody. Setting up a third down. Homeboy, thank you for the 5 months subscribed on Twitch. RC Vader, 29 months, says, let's go. Any guess on when we could see Broderick? Seems he has been full practice for a minute. So they have to make a decision on his roster spot Tuesday. So either he makes the 53 on Tuesday or sits for the rest of the year. The way Aaron Glenn talked about him, well, hold on. Goff fading to his right, throws to his left, and finds Khalif, I believe. Indeed, Khalif Raymond for the touchdown. That's Goff's second touchdown of the day. He celebrates here with Brock Wright. I don't plan on watching any college football today. Not really my thing. Don't love college football, particularly when Michigan is terrible. My Fitbit says I slept from 6:51 p.m. last night to 11 p.m. And then I was up from 11 p.m. till 1:30 and then woke up at 5 o'clock, which is accurate. I fell asleep at 6:50. That's ridiculous. Anyways, what were we talking about? College football? No. Any thoughts on the Bear and that the Bears may bench Caleb? Is there's talk of that? I feel like that's probably not going to happen. I'd be surprised if that happened. I appreciate that, B-dubs. I'm being taken care of. It's true. My mom goes to bed at like 7:30. It was disgust. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be surprised if Caleb gets benched. I mean, you saw kind of the nightmare that was benching Anthony Richardson for 2 weeks. Like, they just looked stupid doing that. And I mean, the last thing the Bears could use right now is more PR nightmares. It's pretty much the same sleep schedule as my son. He's a year and a half old. It's not normal for me. What was I doing last night? There was something that I was watching. I'm just like, this isn't entertaining. I don't have anything else I want to watch right now. I'm just gonna turn around on the couch and sleep. That's the thing too. It was definitely on the couch for the first 4 hours or whatever. Sleeping on the couch. Zazu curled up by my legs. Oh, Jack, you gotta get there, bud. Yeah, Tyler Bagent isn't very good either. Not that Joe Flacco was a great guy to lean on at this point in his career, but see if the Lions can get a stop here. 2nd and 4. Mac Jones, quick curl. Jack Campbell's there to make the tackle, but not before, I presume, Evan Ingram. Nope, someone else. Strange. What's Cole Strange? Is that right? Picks up the first down. Yeah, I did see that report. I'm not sure if it was from someone I trust. Say that the players wanted Bagent. That seems... I would be very surprised if that was true. Pradeeps? The Pradeeps of Pittsburgh? What is that? What is that on? Oh, Broderick. Yeah, so Aaron Glenn said something that made it seem like he was far off. And it almost makes me wonder if they would rest Broderick Martin for the rest of the season. They don't need a ton of help right there, and I know they want to get Iffy or Emmanuel Mosley back. So, I mean, it would save them a roster spot, but it would also mean any development that you want out of Broderick Martin for the rest of the year would be gone. Bretton Strange. Cole Strange faces the Patriots. Got it. Ooh, big hit there by Jack Campbell again, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. I still think essentially they're gonna activate Broderick Martin, but I don't know if I'd expect to see him like next week against the Colts. I don't know. Something about what Aaron Glenn said about him made me feel like he ain't ready. You know, he's talking about like it's tough to develop in practice when you're only getting pads once every 2 weeks or once every week. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Don Primate's an Indian family that moves to Pittsburgh when the dad gets a rocket component contract in the culture clash. That does sound interesting. I'm gonna put it. You know, I'm gonna put it in my notes app. I'm gonna trust you, Skip. Lots of checkdowns happening here. Hopefully, the Lions can hold them to field goal. Hold on, let me. Pradeeps of Pittsburgh. Got it. If anyone else has TV recommendations, I'm accepting offers right now. I flew through Detroiters, so I'm in between shows, as they would say. I have not seen Penguin. I'm not hugely into superhero stuff. I do hear good things about Penguin, though, so I might try it out. We'll see. That's on Max, right? Here comes the pressure. DJ Reader forces him out, and he'll have to throw it away. 3rd and 5. More of a crime show. Batman doesn't even show up. I do like Only Murders in the Building. I currently don't have Hulu, so I haven't watched the most recent season. Carmaster's Rust to Riches? What is that? Tulsa King? What's that? From on Prime is good. Makers of Lost. I haven't even heard of most of these shows. Oh, you got to stop him there. Anzalone with the big hit, but not before he gets first down. 35 seconds left. Jacksonville has 2 timeouts. Oh, I love Fargo. I'm caught up on Fargo. Silo Ghost? Man, there are too many shows. I haven't even heard of some of these. Couple Silos. Oh, I don't have Apple TV, but I certainly plan on re-getting Apple TV once the new season of what's it called? I was going to say Succession. What's it called? What's that called? The splitting of the brain show with Adam Scott. Severance. But I have heard Silo. I'm going to add Silo to the list. What? I feel like I just heard someone talking about Arcane too. Second and 10. Oh, there comes Zadarius Smith, finally making an impact. Crowd goes wild, forces Jacksonville to call their second timeout. Mac Jones is slow to get up. What's Silo on, and what's it about? Without giving it away. Mac Jones, here comes Zadarius again, and he's going to throw it away. Good red zone stand there by the Lions defense. Going to force a medium-long field goal here from Jacksonville. It'll be about a 46-yarder. 21 seconds left. Sci-fi, kind of similar to Fallout. I did enjoy the Fallout show. Post-apocalyptic thriller. Okay. How do you think Carlton's going to do with a broken thumb? It's a good question. It's obviously not going to affect his coverage too much. It'll impact his ability to make a play on the ball. Kind of saw him on Friday trying to make a one-handed grab, and it wasn't going particularly well. But I think that was probably him playing around with it, right? Like that was his first practice with the splint on. So maybe he'll be more comfortable by Sunday. There's an app I use called TV Time. It tracks all the TV shows that I watch and all the ones that I want to watch. Oh, that's kind of nice. I feel like I've kind of been out on TV in general lately. Like I used to be a huge TV head, watching like all the big shows. I think part of it is that TV has kind of shifted into superhero stuff, which is not my jam. A lot of fantasy kind of stuff. Some violence stuff, which like... I never watched Yellow Jackets because it seemed a little too gory for me. I was never into Walking Dead. A little too gory for me, and I'm not really into the zombie stuff. Big hole there for Jameer, but there's only 8 seconds left, so Lions are going to let their half run out. Nah, I'm not trying to hate on superhero stuff. It's not for me. All right, let's pause this if I can. We'll go through some sauces that we'll be eating tonight. I've not seen Resident Alien, but I think our good friend Jonathan Blevins is a big fan of that. Rico Beard is sad? Why do you say that? Okay, Casey, that's not what. It's an exaggeration. Rico loves some Marvel. OMITB, what is that? I thought that was orange is the new black at first, but that's not what those letters stand for. Silo and Fallout are almost the same show. All right, it's not letting me pause, so we'll pause after this kickoff. Speaking of Golden Age TV, how many of you knew that I was in an episode of Mad Men? Sit on that for a second. All right. Let's go full screen here. And let's... Boop. There we go. All right. So we got a 3-pack here. Stay spicy. I know it's backwards. All right. So we got this first one, which is Jerk and Scotch Bonnet Jerk, I guess. I don't know. That one. And then this one is Ninja Napalm, which, let me see what it says on the side of it. Does it have like a ranking? It's made in Ohio, so it can't be that serious. Made with scorpion peppers. And then this last one I think is the toughest. It's called Arbol Scorpion. And on the side it says Hellfire. It's a Hellfire rating. Which I don't know what that means. So that's that 3-pack. We got a couple 1-packs here. Solo. I think one of these is very mild. I think it's this one. It's called the Hippy Dippy Green. I think this is probably one of the first ones we'll eat tonight. It says Angry Ghost. Yeah, it's a 3 out of 10. It's a 3 out of 10. Mild. It says right there. These were all on the Hot Ones website. I forgot what it's called. There's a specific name for the website. But if you go to Hot Ones, this is happening 7:30 p.m. tonight. This one, I can tell by the look of it, is going to be tough. It's called the 7th Reaper. It's a Carolina Reaper hot sauce. Let's see if there's a rating or anything on it. Heat level is I don't know, it doesn't even have the number. Like there's a little bar right there, but it doesn't say the number. So it's like a 7.5 out of 10. No, you can't watch in person. Unless the person who's hosting it gives you his address, which is not me. So we're going to try to get there at 7 o'clock. I think the stream itself will be around 7:30. We want to settle in. I absolutely have watched Breaking Bad. And yes, I am going to the game tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how my stomach holds up. All right, let's get back to the game. By the way, the episode of Mad Men I am in is called Tea Leaves or something like that. I'm basically backstage at a Rolling Stones concert, and I got a big Jufro because I used to have a big Jufro. So, go and see if you can find me. I don't know if Mad Men is still on Netflix. But yeah, Breaking Bad is great. Better Call Saul, arguably even better, but certainly less crazy. I think Breaking Bad is better storytelling. I'm sorry. I think Better Call Saul is better storytelling. I think Breaking Bad is more like sit on the edge of your seat, crap your pants. Since we're talking about pants crapping all day today, apparently. Serious recommendation, have some yogurt or something or ice cream for dessert after the stream. It will help if you're kind of the person that gets stomach aches later from hot food. It's probably a good idea. Did you regularly try to be an extra or was it a one-time experience? It was a one-time experience. I also extraed in a movie, but I'm not on screen. That was in Michigan, the movie that I did. But, yeah, I was in between jobs when I was living in Los Angeles and signed up for Central Casting, where they take your picture and you kind of write a profile on yourself and what you can do, what you can't do. And then you just call into this hotline and they're like, we're looking for someone who is 18 to 34, male, looks like this, can do this. And then you say, hey, you just like leave a message. You say, I'm interested. They look up your file and they call you back if they're interested and they don't if they're not. So they called me back. They were interested in it. I went in one day for a clothes design fitting, which was really actually super cool, especially since it was a timepiece like Mad Men. So like I just got to try on a bunch of 60s, 70s era clothes. And then like a few days later came in and did the full day shoot. Oh my, get that ball, pick it up. How is that not a fumble? Did I watch any international shows? That's a good question. I like The British Office. This is going to sound weird, but I liked the New Zealand version of Taskmasters, which is very niche. Taskmasters is fun. I think New Zealand had the best host and co-host of it. I did not have the mustache at the time, no. I did not enjoy... I watched Squid Games. I did not enjoy Squid Games. I think it was extremely overrated. I did watch the whole thing, though. I just went over the hot sauces waffle. You can... If you can go back in the stream, you can find the answers there, but... Oh no! Oh, Goff just got crushed by the defensive back blitz. And in addition to those 5 sauces, Alex might be bringing some big ones, some bad ones. Oh, I heard 3 Body Problem was good. Slow Horses, British Spy Show. I don't know that one. No lines. That was just an extra. The coolest story I can give about being an extra is that was John Hamm's directorial debut in the show. And so he's got, a whole bunch of extras in this parking garage that looks like a backstage of a concert, at a Rolling Stones concert. And so to get everyone hyped up, he's like, all right, I didn't want to tell you this until now, but hold on. Jahmyr Gibbs to the 30, down to the 40. Can anyone catch him? Down to the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. No one is going to catch him. The 10, the 5, touchdown, Detroit Lions. Who was the one who suggested we put him in the starting lineup? Because they get a pat on the back today. Anyway, so John Hamm, he's got all of us in this parking garage, and he goes, listen, I didn't want to tell you guys this until today, but the Rolling Stones are actually here, and they're going to perform. And everyone's like, oh my God, this is awesome. This is crazy. We're going to see the Rolling frickin' Stones. And then he goes, okay, the Rolling Stones aren't here. But what you just felt, that excitement that you just felt, I need to see that on camera. All right, here we go. That was pretty funny. No, I don't think he was. I don't think he was being a dick. I think everyone thought it was funny. Endeavor on Prime. Interesting. 9 seasons. Ooh. Can Doug be fired mid-Madden game? Maybe. This feels like about where I expect the score to be around the third quarter. Like a 2-score lead, but nothing crazy. Because I know Lions fans are like, oh my God, they're going to beat them by 4 touchdowns. And maybe they do. But of their 8 losses, 6 of them were by 1 score. 6 of their 8 losses. The only teams to blow them out were the Bills, which makes sense, and the Chicago Bears. So, it's possible. I have seen Parasite. Parasite's great. Mac looking, just attacking that middle of the field. Anzalone takes the receiver down, but not before he gets first down to the Jaguars' 36-yard line. 4 to 6 episodes. Interesting. I have seen Fear and Loathing. It's been a while, but I have. Mac Jones looking a little uncomfortable. Here comes Zadarius for a second sack, and this time the ball is loose, and I believe that's Josh Paschal who jumps on top of it. It is Zadarius Smith. 2 sacks in this game, immediately making an impact. And hey, that's kind of the celebration they did last week a little bit. There's Zadarius Smith already making a huge impact on this defense, and the Lions are in the driver's seat. I'm going to have to go back in the chat and read through all these suggestions. I only got a couple of them down. Goff here in the shotgun. Gibbs to his right. He's going to send Tim Patrick in motion. Dropping back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Immediate hit there is Amon-Ra St. Brown, but he holds on to the ball. Picks up 6 down to the Jaguars' 17-yard line. I don't watch Lions YouTubers. I really don't watch YouTube at all. No offense to the content creators over there. I know guys like Dosa Dion put a ton of work into it and do a good job. But in general, the only Lions content I consume are generally podcasts, and even then it's limited to car time. Yeah, so again, nothing, YouTube's just not my jam. It's not where I go and watch a lot of content. I mean, maybe in the off season. Oh, Jared, a undisciplined pass there. Just lofted it up there for Ronald Darby to pick off. And the Jaguars are still in this one. I don't listen to Pride of Detroit. I do. The reason I like to listen to some Lions podcasts is, one, I respect a lot of the opinions of people on the beat. I'm always kind of looking for ideas too, and not to copy, but if someone is doing something that I feel is interesting or new, or just something that I think is something that we're capable of doing in a semi-different way, I like to stay on the cutting edge. Yeah, you're right. I listen to the POD cast and be like, that Jeremy guy, he's onto something. I know we create YouTube content, but it's not the same thing as I'm not editing videos, I'm not creating thumbnails. To me, it's just live streaming. Live streaming, I'm gonna be honest, it's easy to do. It's low effort. The stuff that other people are doing on YouTube, editing and mixing and scripting stuff, cutting highlights. Look out, DJ Reader. It's talent. It's a talent that I don't have and that I'm not good at, and I just don't consume that much. I know I do catch all 22 films every now and then, and and the film breakdown stuff is probably where you'll catch me if I'm ever on YouTube, because I think that's relatively good content, and it's the stuff that I like the most. Ooh, nice pass breakup there. Is that Carlton Davis again? My goodness, that's at least 3 pass breakups on the night. Washington looking for a flag there, but is not going to get it. Just wondering, when you go to a press conference, do you have multiple questions ready just in case they get asked before you get a chance? I do. I've never done a one-on-one with Dan. I've never really requested it before, because in order to get one of those, you kind of have to have an angle. Here's a feature that I want to do on Dan Campbell, and I'll be honest, like my brain doesn't really work that way. Features are hard for me just because it's not something I have a lot of experience doing. And I don't know, just like having like a full long 20, 30 minute conversation is not something that I've done a lot and haven't figured it out yet. But I'd love to do it one day if something came to mind. But yeah, I do bring a notebook now, and I try to have as many questions listed there as possible, like high priority questions, which are primarily like news based, to make sure that we get those hit, and I kind of cross them off as they're being asked. And then other stuff that maybe, like this week I knew Morgan was going to work on a Penei Sewell article, so I wanted to make sure to ask a Penei Sewell question to Dan, which I did. So things like that. I don't think Dan... I wonder if Dan does karaoke. That's a good question. In the Dan Campbell era, what do you think your best question was, and what got the most thoughtful response? Ooh. That's a really good question. And I'm not sure I have a good answer, because nothing jumps to mind. Hot Ones will be around 7:30 tonight, 7:30 p.m. There is that too. Not that I'll ever be called on again, but there was the one time that why can't I think of his name? Yeah, of course. Deuce Staley, who was intrigued by my mustache during the Zoom call era. He called me out. He's like, "Hey, who's that guy with the mustache? Jeremy. Why don't you have any questions? You have any questions for me?" And it was at the end of the press conference, so most things had already been asked, and I didn't have one. And so I embarrassedly said, like, "Nope, just kind of listening," which doesn't exactly make me look like the most prepared beat writer, but that was a long time ago. That was 3 years ago, so I like to think I've grown since then. Yeah, I'm tight with Herman and Lomas. For a while, they were doing their own podcasts, and they graciously asked me to be part of it. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for Deuce. Everything that happened with the Panthers, like, I don't think he regrets that decision because he got to be closer to family, and I'm assuming he's still closer to family, but obviously he didn't last as long as he would have liked with the Panthers, and if I'm not mistaken, he's not with any other coaching staff right now. All right, Jaguars trying to get back in this game. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Mac Jones finds an open receiver who's hit hard by Terrion Arnold and driven backwards, but not before he picks up a first down. Gabe Davis there with a catch down to the Lions' 47-yard line. What's the story again about the Arrested Development chicken dance that you did? So I was living in LA at the time, and they were promoting. What were they promoting? I think they were just promoting Arrested Development coming back, maybe onto the Netflix season. And so they had a banana stand out in the middle of a outdoor mall area, and I wanted to go see it with a couple of my buddies. Just to like, oh, that's fun. Let's get a frozen banana, take a picture, and whatever. And when we got there, they were doing a chicken dance contest, and I think the winner of it got like an Apple TV. So I'm like, oh, that's a legit prize. I'll embarrass myself in front of public and do a chicken dance. And I'm like, so, it was like, do your favorite chicken dance from the show. And there's like 5 different chicken dances. And I'm like, all right, I got to stand out. Like, I can't just do one of the chicken dances. Everyone's going to have a chicken dance. Everyone's going to do it the same. I got to stand out. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I got a good idea. The real deep cut Arrested Development fans are going to get this. I'm going to do the one where Job does his chicken dance, but then he sprains his ankle doing it. And he pretends it was a basketball injury. So I'm going to do the chicken dance. I'm going to pretend to sprain my ankle. And then I'm going to get up and continue to do it. I don't think anybody got it. I don't think anybody understood. And so I didn't win. I think people maybe thought I actually hurt my ankle. What do you think the odds are that Ben Johnson and AG take head coaching jobs this offseason? I think Aaron Glenn is slightly more likely. And I only say that because I think he might be a little less picky. But I think it's probably, I mean, the thing that we now know with Ben Johnson is that he's going to be very picky. Like it has to be the absolute right situation, and so it's hard to predict whether that's going to happen or not. I look at the Jets job as somewhere where Aaron Glenn could go. I hope for his sake he doesn't go there. But he's a former Jet. Oh my God, a wide open receiver, and it's Gabe Davis, and he's in for the score, and it is a 1-score game again. I don't know about the Saints job. I understand he coached there for a long time, but to me, if you promoted a defensive coach from within the Saints and that didn't work, getting another defensive coach from the Saints doesn't seem like it makes a ton of sense. I did see that, McVay Rob. That was very, very nice of her. And then there's also the factor of, like, you're in salary cap hell. Do you want to go to the Saints? But I don't know. Like, to me, the Saints aren't an ideal job. The Jets being in that, like, crazy market, also not really ideal. But you have some defensive pieces you can work with. Like, Sauce with Aaron Glenn seems kind of fun. Is there no one covering Gabe Davis in this game? We'll see, Shredder. I mean, Colton made a very hard push to get me on Blue Sky yesterday, showing me that there's like to me, like the most important thing is TweetDeck. TweetDeck, I know most people who are on Twitter or Blue Sky don't have TweetDeck, but like I can even show you what TweetDeck is and why it's so important to me. I'll show you after the game or maybe in the third quarter. But it has live updating lists of it's almost like a stock market thing where there's like I have 8 or 9 different columns that are live updating. That's the thing. Yeah, I now know that Blue Sky has TweetDeck, which I didn't know before. But like it has my Pride of Detroit column, it has my Pride of Detroit notifications, it has Lions Beat, it has the Lions players, it has SB Nation accounts, it has my personal Twitter account feed, it has my personal Twitter account notifications, it has DMs, like all of that is live updating on my screen. And when I'm at home, it's constantly up there. Like, so if I'm at my computer, I'm getting the latest Twitter updates all the time. So if news breaks, I'm on top of it all the time. And I need that. Like, that is such an important part of my job that if there isn't an adequate replacement on a different website, then I'm not going there. Like, I need it. Oh my gosh, Jared Goff. Destroyed. So I've now learned that Blue Sky does have that alternative, which is important to me. The question now is just how much content am I going to be losing if I spend time on Blue Sky over Twitter? How many accounts aren't over there updating as much as they are on Twitter? And I don't know the answer to that yet. So, I don't know. To me, it's that. It's all of that. I believe people when they say the vibes are better over there. There's less trolling. There's less bots. There's probably less confusion, I imagine, of who's a legit source and who's someone who paid for a check mark. Look at Jahmyr Gibbs, by the way, taking over this ball game. That's another thing, Karen, is something that I need to figure out. Is there an app or something I can have that auto posts to both Twitter and Blue Sky? Because if there isn't that, then suddenly it's more work for me because I don't have plans, at least on the Pride of Detroit account, to leave Twitter. That's too important of a source. It's too, like, I could see myself maybe getting off my Twitter account there my personal Twitter account, but the POD account, it's kind of important that I'm still updating the Pride of Trade account from Twitter. Justin found a cross-posting app. It's crazy. I played disc golf with him yesterday, and we didn't talk about it. Actually, we did talk a little bit about Blue Sky, but that didn't come up. Goff chipping away here, gets it to Tim Patrick. Will pick up 9, be just inches short of the first down there. We played a 9-hole course. It was pretty close to the facility. We were kind of short on time, and we kind of head in opposite directions. What was it called? Let me just check my UDisc app. Goff dropping back to pass on 3rd and short, and is just going to throw it away. Go for it! The Hill in Taylor. Not Oak Grove. The Hill. It was just in the middle of the park. It wasn't that impressive of a place, but it had a couple unique things. Like there's a football field in the middle of this park, and it has like the old school crossbar where it's like 2 posts, a bar, and then 2 posts beyond that. Look at that punt! I almost missed it. Down at the 1-yard line. I have played Oak Grove when I was in Los Angeles. Oak Grove's great. Very dusty, but great. I was terrible back then, though. I'm curious how I would play Oak Grove now. Might be playing this afternoon, too. We'll see. Come on, let's get a safety. When's the last time we've had a safety? By the way, this is a three-point ball game. Jacksonville could tie or take the lead here. Oh, my gosh! Alex Anzalone absolutely blows up Washington. Jars the ball loose. Come on. I dare you to run it. I dare you to run it. Dang it. Dang it! Oh, no, he's gone! I dared him to run it, and he took it to the house. ETN, 99 yards. Are you kidding me? No freaking way. How does that happen? How? What happened to the run defense? Is that Jeremiah Ledbetter? Shout out Jeremiah Ledbetter. I dare you. It's not my fault. Dare you. Okay, bet. Can I get a $100 donation to make me feel better? Or you know what? If you're mad at me, a $300 donation and I'll crack an egg on my head. Just saying. If you think that's my fault, make me pay $300. And you know what? I'll even say this. If 3 of you can get into cahoots and donate $100 each, I'll count it. Brandon Truitt says, I just clicked in. That's 100% on me. That's true, Joshua. The Lions are 91. The Jaguars are a 78. Jahmyr Gibbs has 160 yards on 9 carries. All right, come on. The Lions were up, what, 10 in this game? 11? I think they were up 11. It was 21-10. Jacksonville scored 15 straight. Give it back to Gibbs. Tries to be patient, but nothing there. Gets blown backwards. 0 yards. How about $450 and $420? Sure. If we can just raise $300 before this quarter ends, then I'll do it. So we need to get $11,750. Exclamation point donate if you want to donate to the University of Michigan Rogel Cancer Center. If we get $300 before this clock runs out in the fourth quarter, I'll do it. It's true. Goff did throw that interception in the red zone while the Lions were up 11. Could have put the game away, and instead they find themselves down 4 and now facing a 3rd and 7 with 5 minutes left. Why are MCDC's pressers so short and why can't you hear the reporters? They're usually scheduled. Oh my God, Jared Goff! It's happening again! I can't believe this. Why does Madden hate the Lions so dang much? A 91 team versus a 78, and they're going to lose. Dan Campbell press conferences are usually scheduled to be about 10-15 minutes, and I think they usually run between those two numbers. As for the audio, they've done a better job this year in terms of, like, I know they have microphones pointing towards the pit of reporters, and then obviously the one that Dan Campbell's standing in front of. And so I think there needs to be, like, I think there's someone literally toggling between when someone is asking a question and toggling in between his microphone. And so it's better this year than it has been in previous years, but it's hard. All right, we need to turn over. Carlton, I'm calling on you. Hey, 63% of you put money on the Lions with the spread I set, so I did my job. Oh, my God, he's wide open. Oh, my God. It's almost worse that he didn't get the first down there. This is bad, chat. Need a stop here. Need a stop or a turnover. Field goal will be okay. Why is the run defense so bad? I'm sorry that I ever dared them to run the ball. Jack, how do you not even reach for him? Can we put Tank Bigsby in the game? Austin Mammoth out there reeling in the money. Now Dan Campbell's shoving players, including Aiden Hutchinson, who always seems to get in on the special teams plays. This is not my fault. I refuse to take responsibility. This is unbelievable. Hey, Brandon! $100 donated to the Rogel Cancer Center. Says, clicked into this stream to see how bad we were winning, and ETN went 99 yards 10 seconds later, canceling out Juju and starting this comeback for the egg you now deserve. All right, that's 100 of it. We need 200 more. Yeah, it could be 4 $50 donations, and I'll crack an egg to increase morale here. That's true, McVay Rob. I did, for Pride Detroit Direct, write all the ways in which the Jaguars could win this Sunday, but then I also followed that up with why that's probably not going to happen. Because I didn't poop my pants for charity. That's right. But thank you, Brandon, for the $100 donation. I do very much appreciate that. And what does that get you? You could change my background. Is that right? If you want to change my background next time, Brandon, you can throw something in the chat, and I'll do it tomorrow night. Well, 11 points, 4.5 minutes. Oh! J-Mo with a nice leaping catch. Jeffrey Miller. All right, I don't really want to get into political talk, but I'll address this anyways. Says, I'd pledge $100 if Jeremy would admit that if Kamala would have won, there would be no blue sky talk. Yeah, of course that was the thing that pushed people over the edge. No question. Like, the election is what finally pushed people over the edge. I think there's been a lot of discontent with Twitter for a long time, but there needed to be some sort of inciting incident. And yeah, the election was 1,000% that. 100%. So there you go. $100, please. Oh God, I thought that was about to get jumped and taken for a pick six. I don't think anyone would deny what I just said. At least not in the right mind. Little play action. Goff, plenty of time, plenty of protection. Only a 4-man rush here. Oh, late pickup there by the running back, and he's just going to throw a jump ball. That took a very weird deflection. Thankfully, it doesn't look like Chad has spiraled since that, so we're good. We're all good, right? 3rd and 3. Okay, there you go. There's Amon-Ra. Break that tackle. Oh, he almost did. Down to the 21. All right, we need a little bit of urgency here. Come on. Come on. No huddle. Let's go. You're down 2 scores. There's 3 minutes left. Okay, there is some no huddle. Okay, play action again. Golf, pretty much the same play it looks like. There's a flag on the play. Ooh, dangerous pass. What's flag here? Don't be holding. Don't be holding. Don't do it. Legal man downfield? What are we doing? Decker? Again? Oh, wait, no. Who was it last time on the Panay play? I don't remember who it was. Frank? I think it was Frank. You have another question, Apex? Hit me. Just throwing it away. Just throwing it away. Yeah, the mozzarella sticks thing is generally overspoken. I don't hate them, but I would never order them because they're on any menu in the world. You can find at least 3 appetizers that are better. They don't have a lot of depth to the flavor. It's just salt. Hey, Phenoms! $50 donated to the Rogel Cancer Center. Says, thanks for putting this on. My wife is a cancer survivor. Cost her part of her lung, but she's thriving now. Need things like this so there's so many more success stories. That's an awesome story, Phenom. Thank you for sharing, and congratulations to your wife for battling through cancer. Yeah, it's crazy how commonplace these stories are becoming, which is awesome, right? Like, it no longer feels like a death sentence right away because of the way technology is, the way treatment is these days. Hopefully we can get treatment to be affordable for a lot of people, because I know it can be an extreme financial strain on some people. But but yeah, it's we're making progress, and it's thanks to a lot of places like the Rogel Cancer Center. That puts us $150 away from an egg, but there's only 2 minutes left here. Meanwhile, Amon-Ra scores a touchdown to make it a 1-score game. Exclamation point, donate, Jeffrey. Did you ask your question, Apex? Who has the worst unis in the NFL, both throwback and current? The Bumblebee Steelers ones are pretty bad that the Lions played against, I don't know, 10 years ago or so. I really, really hate the Green Bay Packers throwback ones that's like blue and gold. Those are really, really bad. Best, though, I've always kind of liked the Broncos classics. Did he not get in? Did he not get in? Oh, the Lions tried to make it a 3-point game, and he was a half an inch out. Like the Terrell Davis Denver Broncos uniforms. Very good. And didn't they do throwbacks this year? Seahawks are pretty good too. $150 to go, chat. Exclamation point donate. And also don't forget exclamation point auction. We have auction items up now to grab, including an Amon-Ra signed football and a Jim Harbaugh signed football. Exclamation point auction if you want to get there. See what's up for grabs. Ooh, creamsicles do belong in the conversation. That's a good point, Blue. All right. Big set of downs here. The Lions do have all 3 timeouts, so they can get the ball back. A little fake the end around. Big hole up the middle there, but nice fill there by Brian Branch to hold it to just a 5-yard gain. The Lions will burn their first timeout. Lions need a tackle for loss here. I'm not going to dare them to run again. Absolutely not. Do whatever you want, Jaguars. I'm not here to tell you what to do. We'll send a guy in motion in the pistol here. Mac Jones takes a snap, gives to ETN. Not a ton of room there. He'll pick up 1, and the Lions will use their second timeout. I think it's time to stand, y'all. No, I don't think we coined blueberries. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4. A first down essentially ends this ball game. A stop short gives the Lions one more chance to come back and avoid a huge upset. Jaguars got 3 tight ends in the game. They're going to throw. An out route. Can Nowoski get there in time? He can't. And the Jaguars convert, and the Lions use their final timeout. Austin Mammoth, $50. Jim Manis, $50. We are $50 away. You guys got a minute 42. Those are the total of 100. We are $50 away from a cracking of the egg. Meanwhile, the Jaguars are taking knees here. You guys are running out of time. $50 for an egg on the head. $300 to spin the wheel of pain as well. Thank you, Austin, and thank you, Jim. Appreciate the $50 donations. And Grandpa, thank you for the 12-month subscribed on Twitch. Says, watching Madden Sims brings back the pain of being a lifelong Lions fan, and I don't like it. For some reason, they ran it there, but it's only going to take one more play, y'all. Alex, I'm not playing for what it's worth. If Alex just says, damn, you suck. Sorry. It always surprises me when people are like, you suck at this game. I'm like, does anyone play Madden with this view? No one plays Madden with this view. 20 seconds, chat. 20 seconds to get your last donations in. Are we going to get there? Ah, there it is. Anonymous $50 donation to the Rogel Cancer Center. Pundit. Wow, that was literally under the wire, chat. Unfortunately, the Jacksonville Jaguars come out victorious 33-27. But thanks to the generous donations of several people here in chat today, we will crack an egg on my head to make things all better. Oh, there's an extra 50 that came in. No, the $10, I should say. $10 from Charles Ramsey. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, okay, we're up to date. What did I say we were going to look at after the game was over? I said I was going to show you guys something, and I forgot what it was. The face says several things. It says, Ducks made the Big Ten better. It says, go Irish. It says, Roxy. And then it says this. Whatever. I don't know. It says whatever that is. $100 from Jeff Miller. Says, Jeremy, thanks for all you do. Most families have been damaged by cancer. You're doing God's work. Appreciate you saying that, man. And you guys are doing it too. Don't forget to give yourselves credit because you are the ones putting your money behind everything. And the reason I'm able to do this every year is because I know Lions fans are crazy and generous and just overall good people. So you guys are the ones that really fuel this. And I don't want you guys to forget that. Are you guys actually interested in TweetDeck? Like, if you want to see it, you can. I feel like that time has passed a little bit. Goff, a better day than last week, but 2 critical interceptions, including one in the red zone. Another one led to... Actually, did they both lead to touchdowns? They may have both led to touchdowns. It was a very heavy rushing game, though. Gibbs, 163 yards and a touchdown. Not the leading rusher, though, because ETN, 187 yards, including a long of 99, they said. Wait, Gibbs' run was 97 yards? We had a 99 and a 97-yard run? Crazy. We don't care. Okay, no one cares about TweetDeck. That's fine. Gabe Davis, pretty big day for the Jaguars. Oops. Jameson Williams, also a pretty good day. Tim Patrick. Jahmyr Gibbs with 5 catches. Not a bad day for him. Then defensively, Brian Branch, unsurprisingly, all over the place. Devin Lloyd for the Jaguars. And then, perhaps most notably, Zadarius Smith, 5 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. So, there are your stats for the game. But before we get out of here, got to crack an egg on my head. And if we get $140 more, thank you, Jeff. I do appreciate you donating the $100. Thanks for being true to your word. Appreciate that. On the internet, that's never a guaranteed thing. So, appreciate that. All right. I am going to get an egg and a towel, and I'm going to get out of this sweatshirt because I like this sweatshirt, and it's new, and it's awesome. It's the Gibbs and Monty Sonic and Knuckles thing. Oh, yeah, I can do channel points as well. Let me do that before I forget. Sadly, the Jaguars won the Madden Sim, which is funny in its own right. So I'll hand out those channel points. I'll wait. Oh, gosh. Do not like hearing my own voice. I'll go get an egg, and if there's $140 worth out of one of y'all, spin the wheel of pain as well. All right. Prediction, Jaguars plus 7.5 with ease. There you go. Channel points have been distributed. I will be right back. All right. It's not my fault. Stop saying it's my fault. So, did you want me to do ASMR? Or is it too late for that? You can save it up if you want. Oh, you're hoping... Nah, I got it. All right. Egg. Where do we want to deliver this? Do we want to go forehead? Top of the head? I suppose I could go the side of the face, which doesn't seem like it would work very well. Zazu is very excited. Aren't you? You just love the eggs. Top? I'm definitely taking the headset off. Armpit. Mouth. I'm not doing mouth. I'll do forehead. Definitely taking the glasses and the headset off. Eric, I think the delay would not work well enough for that to happen, for you guys to call plays. But because we raised $10,000, we will be doing a Madden a Madden stream at some point where I'm only calling flea flickers. So, does a $100 donation get you a POD membership? It does. I probably won't get those to you until the end of the month, but yes, you will be a Pride of Detroit Direct subscriber with a $100 donation all the way through training camp next year. So, I think maybe one of the more notable things that gets you is our training camp daily videos, which we did this year for Pride of Detroit Direct, which are very popular. You'll get it all the way through training camp until the regular season, and then you'll have a chance to re-up. So $100 donation gets you a Pride of Detroit Direct subscription starting hopefully December 1st-ish. Although Movember is going to stay open a couple days after December for reasons that will become clear in the next week. But yes, is the answer to your question. All right, let's tarry no further. Do I want to go knees and take this execution style? Point that down. Yeah, we'll just go on the knees here. Hey, buddy. Are you ready for some egg yolk, your favorite thing in the world? All right, glasses coming off. Here we go. Because we've raved now, how much? $11,860. A collective $300 this stream. Egg to the face. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, it's getting in the eyes. That was that might have been the best delivery yet. Hopefully I didn't get on the green screen behind me. I don't think I did. Oh, it is all over the clothes though. Oh. Zazu is a fan. Oh no, I got it on Zazu again. You can't stand right underneath me. You're getting drippings on you. Oh, now there's dog fur all over my blanket. Great. The blanket towel. All right, back up. You can see. I got my pants. My Lions-themed pajama pants. Oh, Zazu's looking it up. Money shot. How dare you? All right. Let me... Whoops. All right, let me run down what's coming up before we get out here. It's still dripping from my face. All right, I'm just going to wipe the entire face. There goes the Oregon. All right, we're pretty clean here. No, top of my head's kind of gross. All right, let me put the glasses on real quick. All right. So, we are not done today. We're going to do a Hot One stream later tonight, and that's exactly what it sounds like. We are going to eat chicken wings with extremely hot sauce on it. It sounds like Chris is feeling under the weather as well. May or may not participate. We'll still work out those details, but we will be live. It might be kind of like a bare bones production-wise in terms of I won't have this set up here, so it might not have the overlay and all that sort of stuff. But come hang out with us. All the Movember rules will still apply. So, if we get a spin on the Wheel of Pain tonight, I'll try to bring all of the Wheel of Pain stuff with me. What else? That's it. And, I'll bring some eggs with me, too, if we want to do more egg smashing, if you guys bring your wallets. But that'll be on Twitch and YouTube around 7:30 p.m. tonight. So, hang out with us then, because I bet what good college football games are on tonight? Nothing. the marker will be off my face very shortly when I go take a shower. So we'll be live tomorrow night as well. It is a 1:00 game, so we'll be doing the POD cast Sunday night. That'll probably also be around 7:30. And then, our normal slate of stuff next week. Midweek mailbag on Tuesday. First Bite will be live streamed, but also mostly behind the paywall of the... This guy's crazy. Pride Detroit Direct, and then Per-View podcast as well coming next week. And then we'll do it all again for the Madden Sim. Lions Colts next week. All right, this is weird. You're licking my chest, and I don't like it. All right, I think that's all we got here. Looks like no wheel pain spin today, which is fine. So we'll see you guys tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Hot One stream. It's going to be painful, but it should be fun. We'll see you guys soon.